generally some good first advice. I mentioned that 2 PCs have already died and more NPCs than I care to count.
Yeah, some people have died. Though just as many have kind of dropped out as well. So,
Yeah.
let me give you guys some background since, Matt didn't have time to give it, which is fine. So, in the world, I'll make this a quick and dirty. In the world, there's this thing going on called the Death Curse. And, I mean, Tyrell, I'm sure you know. Brayden, I don't know if you do. But in D&D, death is not really all that permanent all the time. There are ways to raise people from the dead. There's spells that bring you back and all that kind of stuff. Well, those spells are not working. Right? All across the world, raise dead or similar spells, revivify, etc., that bring people back from after they get killed, do not work. On top of that, anyone who has ever been raised to the dead before have started aging and dying quickly. They start getting their bodies just age and die in a matter of a couple weeks or months. So basically someone found out a lead on what might be causing this. And basically it's somewhere in this city in the middle of a jungle. So over the past 7 weeks, the group has...
God, it's been that long?
Yeah, this is week 8. This is week 8. So, yeah. The group has trudged through a jungle which is full of dinosaurs and undead and a bunch of other crap, and eventually figured out that in the city of Omu, which is where you are, is where this curse seems to be coming from, right? In particular, there is I forget exactly what I told you about the little bricks that you guys have been gathering. But basically...
Oh, we know almost nothing. We just have a feeling we need to collect them. I forget what we learned at the camp, but I think we learned that we need them to open the...
Right. There's a tomb.
Titular tomb.
There's a tomb, right? And between what they have learned and probably found out from another band of wizards that are trying to mess around in here, that you have to collect these puzzle cubes in order to get into the tomb. So if you look on the map of Omu, you will see that people have been marking on the map where the different temples, because there's 9... I know this is really getting deep in the lore, but you'll pick it up. There's 9 gods that were part of Omu, and they each had their own temple, and each temple has a puzzle cube. That's all you have to know.
Yeah, and our labels for all the temples are really stupid jokes.
Yes,
yeah,
the labels for the temple are mostly jokes. Yes. But they are labeled, right?
That's not their actual names. That's just what...
Actually, I think 2 of them are properly labeled.
2 of them are properly labeled.
Ijin Temple and Wango's Temple are, but then we've got really...
I just, we looked around the map for, stuff that looked like temples and then put really stupid joke names on them.
Yeah.
So the ones that are finished... have the word done at the end of it. Not the first church of Marka was not really a temple, so it doesn't count. But everything else marked here that they have completed is done. So they're talking about trying to get into the rest of the temples to find these puzzle cubes, to get into the tomb. And, oh, by the way, there's also somewhere in this town... it seems like a bunch of snake people.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, according to Matt.
Allegedly, according to what's your character's name again, Mark? I'm forgetting. He's not here. Oh, there he is. Arwell. According to Arwell, there's a bunch of snake people. My character, the Gilded, who only joined them as more or less when they got to the city, does not believe Arwell. Arwell keeps saying there's snake people, and the Gilded is just going along with it at this point to appease Arwell. There's also a teleporting Tyrannosaurus Rex covered in feathers.
That's cool.
Nice. He's not kidding, but yes, there is a dinosaur that seems to be called the King of Feathers, and he can teleport. But he hasn't really bothered you so far, so it's all good. So that's the 50,000 or 10,000 foot view. You were all took a long rest. Basically over here where my mouse is pinging, right? You guys found like a little spot that some tiger assassin was hanging out that you guys killed, and you housed in there. And I'm not going to get too deep into the woodshed here, but basically there was an NPC who was previously a character who has left, and you guys kind of wandered in here. You can say you were part of a prior group that was also trying to figure out the mystery here, and they got wiped out, and you're what's left. I didn't know how deep we're going to go into the backstory here. I haven't been going too deep into that level of backstory because I expect to kill more of you over time, and at some point, how many backstories do you want to write for a character who may die?
Sure.
Okay.
Fair enough, yeah.
All right. So, I think it's Vormop. Is that your character's name? For whatever.
Yeah, I just randomized it, and I thought it sounded hilarious.
Cool. You did not have a. It was weird when I looked at your character because it looked on one part of your character sheet there was like a rabbit type icon, but on the main part of your character sheet there was not.
I tried updating it.
It looks like it's there now.
Is it?
Yeah, I updated it literally like 5 minutes ago. Like
cool.
Right before I joined the call.
Then let me update on Foundry and see if it gets ported in. It should.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks good. It's going to pop here in a second. There we go. Oh, I got to put on a new token, but it's there. 1 second. You are going to temporarily see nothing, and then I will pop you back in 1 second.
Gee, thank you.
But it's easier to delete your character and then bring in a new one. There you go.
There's Vormop, the formidable.
So if you guys want to give quick introductions to your characters, just to say who they are, what they do, because I know none of you have probably looked at each other's character sheets, but I'll let you guys do that for a couple minutes.
I'll start, I guess. I don't know how. Actually, I'll let someone else start because I don't really know how in depth to go.
Okay, then I guess I'll go first. My character's name is the Gilded. They are an eccentric cleric of the Peace Domain who likes to walk on walls and heal people. I think that's their notable character traits. Anything I'm missing, right, Mark?
The Gilded.
Notoriously paranoid.
That too.
But not of snakes, apparently.
I think that is mostly because of me, though. Because I am notoriously paranoid in dungeons. Especially after I died the first time. I'd prefer not to die again, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Instead of...
Let's see. Where did that go? Oh, there we all are. Wait, where's my...
What's your token?
There it is. I found it. Don't worry.
Okay. It's a very busy map. Oh, there you go. He just didn't get pulled in for everybody else.
I did not get pulled with everyone else.
And for those of you who are new, right, if you use the mouse, if you haven't figured it out, if you use the mouse wheel on your mouse, you can zoom in and out of the map. And I believe holding down the right mouse button allows you to drag and move the map around as well.
Yeah.
Like, if no one else is going to go next. I am Sham Ordir. I am a warlock. Yeah, more or less by circumstance. And warlock, once a merchant, now a warlock by circumstance. I bet you can guess how that went. Despite being a warlock and a Gith and a former salesman, I apparently have no intuition. At least, not when it's useful. Traps, dangerous situations? Nope, don't ask me. Soup? This guy's offering you soup? Definitely ask. I don't know. Never have any intuition when it's useful.
Arwell, you want to go?
Yeah, Marwell. Echo Knight. I'm looking for my son. Allegedly captured by snakes. Yeah, that's about it.
Listen.
All right, you guys. Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Go for it.
So I'm Vormop. I am a Harengon, I think is how you say it.
Yep, that's how you say it.
I was once a pirate. Very, very rowdy pirate, stealing everything, doing the bad things.
Everything under the sun.
And I guess in regards to Omu, coming for treasure, just like every other pirate imaginable. Very sneaky, and I jump around a lot, hence being a rabbit.
Jumping around.
That works.
I'm Vane. I was a clerk under a god of essentially the void, but I was misguided in my teachings. I felt like instead of killing and slaying, well, instead of like bringing about a storm, we should bring about death. So I wanna find the reason behind the curse as to why nobody can be revived, and keep it that way for the most part.
Oh.
Boy.
Well, that's a twist.
That is a twist.
Conflicting interests.
Yeah, well, half of us will probably be dead before we find that out, so...
Oh, easily.
Until then...
So then,
we can see eye to eye.
Don't know
First
where,
pick.
don't know when. We'll meet again. Oh, sunny days.
So we're going to say that you guys met up here and you all long rested. Everyone has their spells for level 7. And as I believe, actually, I'm going to make sure. I'll refresh the new cleric because I wasn't sure if I think I added him after you finished. Yeah, I did. So you should be good. Yeah. All right.
Anything you want? Yep. Okay. Yeah. But
Do I want to redo any of my stuff?
What did I get that?
I think I'm good at the moment.
Oh yeah, I took that. That's the spell I took. Right, I forgot about that one.
We all good for spells?
Yeah. I mean, I
Yep.
can redo my my spells in here if need be.
Okay. We'll say you long rest, and where do you want to go? So basically, there is the really frog temple over to the southwest-ish that I'm trying to ping a bit. There's the clay temple of death, as you call it. There is Volcano Manor. Which other marks do you have? You have the Temp Meeple, and the Water Temple. That seems to be all the ones that you have marked and think that are temples that you either haven't gone to or went to and said, "Man, this is hard," and then left.
We can confirm that the Really Frog Temple and the Clay Death Temple are in fact actual temples.
Mm-hmm.
Went to both of them, ran away from the things there. They looked pretty deadly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, one of them was a really frog. Full
Not
of
a really.
things like traps.
Full of things like prizes and value and quite a lot of
Quite a
hatred.
lot of hatred.
I'm just
Which-
changing the color of some of this text because some of it is like
Which is honestly
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah.
It's accurate.
It's accurate. It's a very powerful frog, huh?
100% accurate, Fox.
100% accurate frog. 100%.
Well, where do we want to go next?
No.
I don't know.
300% accurate Slippy.
Indeed.
My vote to go is the Temple. I think that's cool.
Gotcha. Yeah, we could do that. That doesn't hurt.
That
Where,
was the
where
plan.
was that?
Oh, the
Which-
Temple.
Oh, the
blue
Temple.
one.
Oh yeah, we went to the Temple. The Temple is surrounded by
Oh, it was the frog people.
Yeah, that's surrounded by small frogs called
Wrong.
grung, like small
Mhm.
frog people.
They don't really
that
want us there.
would
Yeah.
there are frankly too many of them, and they would kick our ass if we tried. So we need to find out if there's some other way of I don't know. Either we need to come back when we're stronger, or we need to find some way to convince them to let us in.
Mhm.
But right now we don't have anyone who can talk to the frogs, so
I can only read what the frogs write, not talk to them.
I guess
And I
that leaves
can't-
the Water Temple then.
Mhm.
So wait, do you understand what the frogs are writing?
No, we do not understand the frog speech.
Okay.
I could understand the frogs writing.
Yeah, we can
However, I could
understand
not.
what they write, but we can't. We don't know
However,
what they say.
I could not understand what they say, and I could not respond.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think any of us has tongues is the problem, so we couldn't.
I could have taken it, but guys of the Moonkeeper instead.
You guys could come back another day and pick tongues the next day.
Yeah,
But is it on anyone's spell list?
it's on my spell list.
Tongues
I would
is
like-
It's on the cleric spell list?
Yeah, I was going to say it's
Am I
cleric.
crazy?
Yeah,
It is?
I believe so.
I'm crazy, apparently. It's
Least
second.
heavy
Is it a second level
getting
spell?
it.
I think it's
What's that, Chuck?
third.
Third, yes, it's third as well.
So do we want to cover the Temple or the Water Temple?
I see. We go for.
I mean,
the
I
water
guess if there's both of us, we could, I guess hit both, technically.
You haven't hit those two, and you haven't hit the one that's marked Volcano Manor, which is just south.
Yeah,
of you.
well, we haven't figured out how to
how
figure that.
close is that to the cliff? Like
I'll drop
like
that.
how big is each square here?
If you go there, I'll tell you. But
50 feet.
Jesus.
So it's not hoppable. Is what I'm.
It,
what I'm hearing.
I don't think it's hoppable.
Can we go there and investigate? And
Yeah,
make
let's-
the bridge.
That's
Yeah, oh
good.
yeah, we did need to figure that out. Oh right, that's why I can't unprepare that because
We can head over and see if there's anything over there that would make it able to
Russ,
be
I haven't been
traversed.
in like a balls out fight recently. I haven't used protection from good and evil. I'll switch that out for guiding bolt, not guiding bolt tongues in case we need it. Since we did just take a long rest. having
yeah, if
already
you want to
gone
switch it up,
back.
that's fine. You can switch it up.
Yeah,
You
I
just took a
just-
long rest.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll switch those two out, but I think that's
Okay. So you guys head over, not too far. You set out in the morning. You just have to hit, a couple 100 feet over to the edge of the lava. You see that the column of rock here rises some 200 feet above the lava. You see the walled ruin, which is overgrown with, palm purchase on the summit. Perches. It's about 50, 60 feet at its narrowest point between the edge and the temple itself.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's a gap.
It is a large gap.
Well.
You said it's
hmm.
50 feet, right?
Actually, about 60.
Damn.
60-foot
I have a
gap.
50-foot rope.
Not about enjoy some tightrope walk. If that's what you were suggesting.
Maybe a light crawl. You know, you can do like monkey bars.
Uh,
That that sounds dangerous.
Set up like a catapult.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like if someone could fly, it would be easy to get the rope over there.
I
But like,
mean
Idea.
that's not a problem.
Hmm.
It's not a problem to get the rope over there or to get one person over there.
it's actually like
All of us over
climbing
there.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I
at
mean,
least one of us can fly, right?
what about this?
What about what?
What about what this?
Little bird.
This weird outcropping of rock.
Spin a perception check.
Let's see how this goes. Will this be great or horrendous? 16. Pretty trash.
What's
Eh,
the distance? Some
that's
800
pretty.
feet?
That's pretty average.
For me, that's a 9. I guess that's pretty average, but still.
I'd say that's pretty average.
What are you trying to check?
I was like, what's. Like, maybe we should. I don't know. It's just a weird piece of geography. Just a weird rock ledge.
As you look over there, I mean, it's definitely another column with a bridge there. You do see some figures over there moving around.
Like at the temple?
Nope.
No,
at this outcropping over here. Oh, 1 second. Right here.
Over here?
Nope.
Mm.
Well, I'm pinging.
Oh, over there.
Okay.
Way over
Gotcha.
there. I just noticed it, considering we're staring at this lake of fire. I went, pretty weird.
Can we check it out?
I mean, we could.
Move.
Are
Really?
you gonna sashay on over there?
I'd say we should, especially if we saw, what, people over there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right,
We'll sashay over there.
we can do that.
All right. So there's a fallen tree over here where it says Superman that you use to cross, and you can cross there again. Go past the clay temple of death.
Mm-hmm.
You asked us about the soup man.
And give me a
Ask
second,
us
I'll get
about
you over there. You guys can talk to him about that if you want while I get this
just
set up.
ask us about the soup man anytime, honestly.
So what's up with this Superman venture?
Oh, the
So
soup
there
man.
was this
Hold on, here,
strange.
give me a hot second. You see me disappear for just a moment before reappearing in the space I once was, now holding a bowl of soup.
Soup!
You see this soup right here? This bowl of soup.
This is some very deadly soup.
This is poisoned soup.
Soup. Poison that will only act at the stroke of midnight.
Yeah, there was like a guy there. We tried to get over like the tree bridge, and there was a guy shooting arrows at us, and then he tried to give us poison soup.
But poison that would only act at the stroke of midnight, and then as soon as somebody drank it, he jumped him. It was Sham over here, and then we killed him obviously, because it was one senile old man. We Sparta kicked him into the lava,
And
but
in case you're
he was
wondering,
happy about it, I think.
in
That is
case you're
impressive.
wondering, no, I don't know why I still have cold soup on me.
Because it's fun.
So if I can ask, right?
Mhm.
Say I were to drink the soup now in the middle of the day.
You would not be poisoned. You would not take all the poison damage until midnight, but you would take the poison damage at midnight, unless we went back to Soup Man's basement and got the antidote.
I
Superman.
see.
I'd rather not keep this cold soup around, so maybe I'll just dump the whole thing in the.
The lava.
Yeah. At some point, once we're done with this first.
Damn, that's
As
lava.
as you walk around to the outcropping, you know things come into focus. You see these, we'll call it like humanoid plant creatures, right?
Have we met these guys before?
I don't remember.
Our druid friend had a
Wasn't
similar.
there a
Yes,
druid?
it's like the druid dude. You're
The
right.
dead druid's friend?
The dead druid's friend. That's right. That's right. They are like the dead druid's friend, right?
darn.
But basically, just think of them as humanoid plant people. And they are, for the most, there's a couple of guards by the edge of the bridge there. Most of the rest of them are just kind of dancing around in this ritual-like dance. And you see one frog person basically tied up on the edge of the cliff.
Mhm.
Kind of looks like he's about to be sacrificed.
Ooh.
Sirs, the gilded walks over.
Wait, if we
Sirs, could you
if
not
we-
do that, sir?
if we get that guy, maybe we can. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he can help us translate the dudes. Huh?
I
Because he's
also
the
have
same-
tongues
exactly.
now.
He's the same one of the other dudes. Huh?
I also have tongues.
The gilded, respectfully, I'm a man of murder. Okay, I feel like we can
I
handle.
am gonna have to ask you to not murder them first. Really politely, sir. I know you love to murder things. Then I'm going to very politely ask you to let me think that I can stop this peacefully. Because I'm sure
Go
it
ahead
won't
with
work,
your diplomacy.
but I have to make an attempt, and then you can murder them all. Sirs, could you please stop that? I don't think this young grong is consenting. I walk up to them. Sirs.
You can see that these guys are quite upset that you have interrupted their ritual. Let me see. Did these guys, what do they speak? You do not know what language you speak. Are you going to try and cast tongues to talk to them, or?
Well, first I'm gonna walk up to them, and do they respond in common when I walk up to them, or do they just...
They do not, and they are quite upset, and they're starting to move in the direction towards you guys.
are they threateningly gesturing at me, or...
Oh yeah, they are not happy about this.
Oh, let me just double check. I think tongues is concentration, which sucks. But... Where's tongues? Why am I blind? There it is. No, that's motivational speech. I lied.
By
I'm
the way,
so
the
blind.
first thing I noticed when I saw the new characters is we basically got a two clerics, one of which is basically a light cleric, and the other one is basically a death cleric. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
That's exciting.
No, it's just an hour, no concentration. Wait, how many third level spell slots do I have?
Probably.
I mean, I
3.
guess thinking about how many I have, I have 3. I'll use it. To the gilded, this is worth it for sure.
Okay.
The
Cast-
gilded is going to cast tongues on himself.
Okay.
He goes, sirs, please, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop. This young grung here clearly is not consenting.
The tribe and the tribe leaders, you hear them cursing at you, yelling that you're interrupting the sacrifice of the fire god, and you must leave.
Whoa, come on here. I'm sure there's some other very willing sacrifice here that is not this unwilling frog child.
Um,
Have you considered a bowl of soup?
Have you considered soup? I'm sure lots of people love soup.
is that what you're going with, the soup?
No, the soup will not be mentioned in actual conversation.
Oh, come on.
I'll just say I'm sure there's definitely a willing sacrifice who is not this young grung child who is clearly unwilling.
they basically say the frog people must be purged of this holy place.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, I'm sure we can all respect our differences and come to some sort of understanding about sharing this holy place, as you call it.
Oh, they'll have enough. Let's just start fighting.
Wow.
They are not having this.
Yeah, I figured. The Gilded turns it over to Vane and looks at them.
So
there you go.
to the new people, if you double click on your
Oh, shit.
token,
Oh no, I'm good.
if you double click on your token,
On-
your character sheet will pop up. Okay.
Oh, that's useful.
That is very
And
useful.
basically, as you mouse over your character sheet, anything that pretty much glows in red, you can click on and dice will spin. So if move your mouse so that the word attributes underneath your picture is highlighted in red. Actually, I don't think it matters, does it? Let me see. Oh, it shows it either way. You don't have to worry about that. But if you go over to where it says initiative on the far right, and you mouse over initiative, it will glow red. You click on that, and it will spin your initiative.
Um,
And I can explain that again if need be.
if no, I'm there. It's just like I clicked on it. It seems like nothing happened.
Oh, yeah,
No, you got put in initiative order. If you go to the little tab on the top right that says combat encounters, it pulls up the initiative order.
I
The
don't
thingy
see
with
him
the
there.
The thingy
No,
with the
he's
two
at the bottom.
shields.
He got a 3.1.
No, this is
Oh.
Vormont. Or there you go. He
Oh.
got it.
There we go.
is.
Yeah. I couldn't
Yes,
find
a
it.
25. Is that a crit? No, not a crit. Just a very good roll.
What is this?
Also, just to let you guys know, the decimal places are for breaking speed ties for the software.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just your dexterity score. So if you have an 18 dex, your spin will always be the spin dot 18.
So what does that mean?
It means, like I said, it breaks ties. It means the rabbit goes first. That's what it certainly means. 'Cause
Oh, sweet.
He spun the highest. So let me. Wow. All right. So, rabbit, what do you want to do?
So,
Looks
say
like
hypothetically, do you think I could jump this ravine with my rabbit hop? Because it says I can jump 15 feet.
What ravine?
Well, if what you can do is so if you look at the left of the screen, there is like
Yeah.
a person says token controls. If that's highlighted, then on the next column it will have one of those things will be a ruler. If you click on that, then if you drag, you can measure distances.
So I cannot make that jump.
No, that's a good 25 feet. You could jump probably in the middle of the bridge or so, depending on where you're jumping from.
I think I'm just going to. Can I like shimmy behind this building here that I'm standing against?
Sure, you can go around.
And like,
it's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will move right behind the three of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a bow or anything you're gonna shoot from distance? What do you want to do?
I do have a short bow. Yeah, I'll shoot the guy closest to Vane with my short bow. How do I do that?
Sure. So what you can do is, if you are on your character sheet in D&D Beyond by double-clicking your token, under inventory, so click on inventory.
Oh, and then roll for the short bow.
And then if you mouse over the icon that says short bow, just click on that.
Okay.
And then there you go. So if you look on, you click attack, and then if you hit, you can click on the damage button. It'll probably ask you when you first click the attack button whether you have advantage or disadvantage. You probably just have normal, unless there's something on your character sheet that says otherwise.
Nah, he's just a thief.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So 17.
17. That will hit.
And who's he attacking?
He's attacking
Who?
this gentleman here.
Oh, okay. No, since he's standing next to an ally, he doesn't get sneak
Well, he's
attack.
next to the Gilded, right? So
He is, but
he
I,
should
yeah, he
get
does get sneak attack.
sneak
yeah.
attack damage as well.
I believe. Yeah, because he's next to me. It doesn't cancel it out if he has an
Yep.
ally next to me as well. That's for
So-
swashbucklers.
Do I roll for damage now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
click
you
on.
get
Yeah.
to use your. Yeah.
Yep. Click on damage, and then let me find it on your sheet. If you click where it says features,
On
where it says
Damage?
attribute inventory features,
yeah.
click on that, and there
Sneak
it will
attack?
say sneak attack. Roll a sneak attack because you have a guy next to him, so you'll do sneak attack damage.
Okay.
So 6 plus 15 is 21. You basically shoot an arrow into this guy, and his head just blows apart.
Hell
He is-
yeah.
easily dead. I'll
Nice. The
just
first
take-
shot of a war.
First shot. And I'll just take him off, and that's probably the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually. Is there anywhere to hide? Because I think I'm allowed a bonus move to hide.
If you can, let's see, I'll say you have an extra 5 feet if you want to kind of hide behind
He
the
also
building.
has fast
Sure.
hands, so he can use his. Because he's a rogue, he can also use his bonus action to move.
This is true. But he can't use his
Yeah,
bonus
can I,
action to both move and hide, so, you know.
Correct. He would have to. Yeah.
Can I kind of hide behind this corner here, the building?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Spin on your
Alright.
character sheet. Go to where it says attributes.
Yeah.
And then click where it says stealth. It's under that long list there on the side. It will say acrobatics, animal handling. You go.
Okay.
That was a pretty crappy stealth for you, but it's still a 14. Okay, so you're trying to hide. So they got to spend better than that in order to see you.
Okay.
But I have a feeling they're going to be busy. We'll see. So we'll do some stuff. So lots of plant people get to go. This guy will go here, and he'll attack Vayne. He has what does he have? He basically is okay. Okay. Actually, give me 1 second. I want to burp. Burp. I want to put that guy and put him down as dead. 1 second. Burp. Yep, flag him that way. Let's see initiative. Let me make sure he's in initiative. Alright, it will matter. He's going to use claws on Vayne.
Okay.
He spun a 5. He quite missed.
Love to see it.
These guys are just... How far are you guys?
Do love to see it.
30? You got it. No one said these guys are smart. They are just simply...
Plants.
They are simply plant people. They are just charging across the bridge. This one is going to attack the Gilded because the Gilded is right in his face.
Very rude.
12, that's going to miss.
We must defend their beliefs from this heresy.
Maybe don't murder people.
Sham, you're up.
Oh, great.
I was waiting for the man to like multi-attack or something.
Nope.
I was so worried there.
Okay, good. That's that off. Don't mind me. Where is my browser? There it is. Oh boy, that's a lot of people in one place. Oh boy. How high are the walls on the bridge?
Just like maybe 2 feet. I mean, it's just enough that someone is a total idiot and doesn't accidentally walk off, right?
Yeah, that probably means that I can force some new sacrifices.
Sure.
Or some willing sacrifices, one might say.
I'm gonna force some sacrifices. That's one way to say it.
One way to say you're gonna kill some people, but you know.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm gonna kill some people. I'm gonna force some sacrifices. So, we will take this plant person in the back. I'm gonna go for Eldritch Blast as per usual.
Go
And
for
we're
it.
gonna go first for a plant in the back. Where are my spells?
Under spellbook.
Why are they not showing up? There they are. Alright. First attack. Crit fail.
Love to see it.
Second attack.
Oop.
Slightly better. Is that it?
Oh yeah.
20. Cool. Damage. 9 damage, and he gets to go 10 feet away from me.
Great. You hit him and blast him over the side and into the lava. You just
Goodbye.
see him burn up in the lava and yeah.
Well, he exploded.
Yep. That he did.
I think I'm pretty good here. I think that will be it for the turn.
Okay. Let's see. So this guy here, he's the only one armed with a spear. He seems to be, I guess, the leader, kind of encouraging people to go and attack. And he is just gonna charge forward behind everybody else. Just FYI.
Gotcha. He's the guy to kill.
Did I click him by mistake? There we go. Zoop. This guy here, who the thief kind of blew his head off, the plants kind of reform, making a head, and he is back up.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh,
You see, when you said you blew his head off, you know, I assumed he was actually, you know, dead.
yeah.
He was, and then he wasn't.
I'm going- The guy who exploded in lava is very dead.
He's burned up. He is dead. This guy here who came back will do a claw attack against the Gilded and spin a 20.
Hey, they found a way to cheat the death curse.
Excuse me, sir. It's not very polite of you to spin a 20 against me.
Hey,
How much
they found a way
damage?
to cheat the death curse.
Well, you know, are the plants really alive in that sense?
I don't know. Do plants have souls?
I don't know. You could probably res them. Probably.
You take 3 points of damage.
Oh no, not a whole 3 points of damage. I'm suddenly a lot less worried.
Gilded, what do you want to do?
The Gilded is very wait, hold on. How much is my strength score? It's a 10. These guys are like small-sized creatures, right?
They are small.
Okay, so the Gilded is gonna just go, I'm very disappointed in you to the guy in front of him. And then I'd like to pick him up and throw him off the bridge.
You want to grapple him? Go for it.
More of a shove, I think.
I mean, I can't really shove anyone. To be honest, I guess. Let me actually, instead of doing something that's stupid, let's see if I have a better idea.
I'll let you do it. I don't care.
I mean, I know, but I'm trying to think, do I have a better idea? Probably better to just attack them. You know?
Go for it.
Yeah, I'll just use
Well,
a sacred flame on the dude right in front of me. So he's got to make me a nice dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
Oh shit! I accidentally placed. I forgot I was in the thing. DC 15 dex save.
The one right in front of you, right?
Yep, just the one right in front of me.
All right. Dex save.
Oh no, it's radiant damage, not fire damage. I thought it was fire. You know, with a name like Sacred Flame.
Nope, Sacred Flame is in fact radiant for who knows?
He missed.
Nice. He takes 4 radiant damage, apparently.
Okay.
And then I will summon a spiritual weapon. of some
Okay.
variety. And we'll just call it a hammer for now.
Oh, I forget. Did I make a hammer for you? I don't remember.
I forget what you made. I think it was just like the default token. I thought I had like a fun idea for it, but I forget.
Yeah, I don't think I have one. I'll just stick Bob on here.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I'll make one for you later. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. And then I'll just attack the dude next to me.
Go for
15.
it. Hits.
Awesome. And he takes 9 force damage.
All right, he's down.
Gotcha. Hey, someone make sure he stays dead.
Arwell, you're
Probably
up.
since he's an unconscious
Oh,
body.
I'm sorry,
I
Gilded.
assume-
You got anything else? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's it. I was just gonna say, since he's an unconscious body, it's probably a lot easier to move him, but someone should probably throw him into the lava or something. The lava.
Not there.
Lava.
Arwell, what do you want to do?
All
Oh, it's
right.
me? Oh, no, never mind.
No, it's me finally.
My bad.
Sorry,
Okay.
there's a lot of plant people.
There is a lot of plant people. I'll summon the dude
You'll summon the dude. You got it. Where are you summoning the dude?
right here.
Oh, this ruined the whole man. Oh
You got it.
no. Oh no.
All right, I'll punch them.
Go for it.
Slam. 10 damage. Is he dead?
This guy in front of you?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Anything else?
I want to hit the next guy too.
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
you do have 2 attacks, huh?
7th level, he better.
That one's dead too.
Okay.
I really wish you would have thrown them off the bridge.
Oh. Figured.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy just runs up. Vane, you're up. They're all lined up beautifully.
I'm trying to think. How do I open? Oh, my character sheet.
Double click on your
Double
token.
click on your token.
Okay. I would like to use. How
You have
far
a ruler,
away?
by the way. In case you missed the ruler speech, you've got a ruler.
Oh, there we go. I definitely missed the ruler speech. Oh, cool. They're all lined up in front of me. Cool. I'm gonna hit them with. Where's? There it is. My bad. I would like to use Word of Radiance.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's just everyone within your vision, ain't it?
No, that's
How about
everyone.
Everyone
no,
with 15 cubic feet.
everything. Everyone within your vision within 5 feet.
15 feet.
15?
No.
Yep, 15. That's why I measured it
15.
out.
What?
Do you want to move a little closer?
I would like to move a little closer, actually.
You can
yes.
step over the dead bodies. That's fine.
Okay. How do
15.
I can't move my character.
What?
Oh, you
Do I have to turn the
you
ruler
gotta
off?
you've got to get out of ruler mode. Go and click the little square that's 2 steps above that. Right, so that was 2 tokens again. There you go.
There we go.
Uh,
Yes. Okay. And now, I will use
Whatever.
Word of Radiance.
If you move like 5 feet closer, you can get everybody. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
Word of Radiance. I'm trying to find it on your. So it's on your character sheet somewhere.
Yep.
I presume. Get this stupid dead body out of my way. So I can open up your character sheet. Urgh. So it's probably under. I'm gonna guess features.
I have it.
It should be under.
Open.
It's actually in the spellbook.
Yeah,
I think.
spellbook. It's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip. My bad. All right. So they.
This is pain.
Okay, everyone. There's no save for that.
This
The Constitution saving.
Okay. It didn't say it in the description. All right, so everyone's got to save on a con 13. Got it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saves. So we'll say 1 makes it. 1 misses. 2 makes it. 3 makes it. 2 missed. So it'll be 2d6 on 2 of them. So if you want to spin that, just click on the damage there. The little damage button that's on the what's his Word of Radiance. Look to your right. Do you see? What do you see on your right? What are you in?
Spell usage, spell targets. I don't see damage.
So if you go up towards the top right, there's a bunch of tabs. The first tab on the left looks like 2 little like talkie bubbles. Click on that.
Okay.
And then at the bottom of that, it should say Word of Radiance, and it says Damage Saving Throw DC 13.
Okay.
Click on that damage button there. 8. So 2 of them are very... Well, actually, the little boss guy got hurt. He failed. And I'll say this guy here as well.
All for the low price of a cantrip.
There you go.
And it works, it works.
Okay.
Anything else?
I am good.
All right. Top of the order, Vormop, you're up.
All right. So I would I be able to run along the wall of the bridge?
Oh, like balance on top of it?
Yeah, and like run past them.
They might very well get a chance to opportunity attack you.
If I run 1 past Vane and then do a sneak attack on the one directly in front of Vane, will that work?
No one would get an opportunity attack on you then, because you're not leaving anyone's threat.
Yeah,
so.
that would be fine. I would probably ask you to make a acrobatics check
You cannot fall into lava.
to make sure you don't accidentally fall, but you're plus.
I don't know if that's a... Hold on.
You should be pretty good at that. But I wouldn't highly recommend it.
You get a plus 10 on that,
move...
so you can do it.
I'm just gonna move down beneath the Gilded.
Okay.
Down here.
Sure.
And is there any benefit to me hiding again?
Eh.
Nah.
No. Can I do an attack at all, or no?
You can shoot your bow.
Yeah, you should still shoot your bow.
All right, I'll shoot my bow then, and I'll shoot it at, I guess the uninjured one in front of Vane.
Okay, do it. So character sheet, look under inventory, and then click on the icon of the bow, and then there you go. 15 will hit. 5.
And then you also get sneak attack?
Yes, you do. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
He also dies a very
rude
death.
very rude death. End of your turn.
Yeah, I'll call that the end.
All right. These guys start reforming.
Damnable.
Him and him.
Man, imagine if the Drew was around to see this. Undead plants.
He'd be so torn.
Oh, he'd be so torn.
I'll say this first one here who stands up, he's got he's got at least 3 targets. He'll go for the Gilded.
How am I always the target?
I don't know, my
swear.
dice like you.
I guess so.
He missed.
Bummer.
The next one will go after Vane because he's
bummer.
right there. So let me just do that one too. He also misses. This
Lovely.
next one, he's going to get
Nice.
off the bridge. He'll move down to here.
Who's getting off the bridge? Who's
Well,
making
he
a
went
split
past the dead
decision?
body and moved diagonal to get
Oh, gotcha.
on the land. He will attack Vormop.
Oh, damn. I stand corrected.
13. Nope, his armor class is 15. This one will also get back up. And well, you know what? The Gilded attacked him, so he kind of knocked him down. He's kind of ticked at the Gilded. 17.
Yeah, that hits, I'm pretty sure. I think
Alright.
it's
You take 4.
4 damage.
Sham, you're up.
All right. Bit of
Hey,
a-
could you do that thing again where you push them off the bridge?
Could I do that thing again? I might be able to do that thing again.
That'd be really helpful.
All right. We're pushing things off bridges. Here we go.
The one that's here seems to be the leader.
Mm-hmm.
If that matters to
Unfortunately,
you.
he's got a couple of cronies next to him, so isn't going to be that easy. See, I need to get rid of at least one of these guys.
Take your pick.
So we'll go for the guy in the very back first.
Do it.
Cast. Attack roll. Go. That was a hit last time.
Yep, still is.
Do I even need to roll damage? He just kind of gets shoved.
Wah!
And now we'll go for the leader.
Okay.
On, reduce to ashes.
Target. Attack roll. 14.
That hits exactly.
It's exactly rolling damage and 10 foot of knockback.
You don't get a save against a knockback, right?
No.
Nope.
I hit him. That's
Just
enough.
making sure.
Yeah.
Wah!
Whoops.
So as
Oh,
the leader, he kind of falls off the cliff. These guys are quite scared now. They are just going to start running past you and start running away.
Mm.
Do you care?
I would like to capture one as he's trying to run away.
On your turn, that'll be fine.
Okay.
This guy's coming back up. Vane, do you want to make an opportunity attack on this guy here as he tries to run?
Yeah.
Do it. Spin to hit, whatever you want to use.
How?
If you double back to your character sheet, click
Yep.
on where it says inventory. And then it looks like you have a mace and a spear, and a warhammer, whatever floats your boat. Just pick on the icon if you want and click on that.
Okay, cool.
And then it will give you the option over on the far right in the bubble part that says attack damage versatile. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Cool. Click attack. An 8 will not do it.
Dang.
So he just starts taking off. You just hear these guys say, "No!" Or, whatever.
Learn from your mistakes.
I can't think of a good plant name, but,
Mm-hmm.
Gilded, you want to do anything? These guys are just taking off. Matt?
Oh, no, I'm good. The Gilded
Okay.
wants them to learn from their mistakes,
All right.
so he'll let them live.
Arwell?
Oh, me?
Yeah. You want to do anything to these guys as they're taking off? There's still a few around you. Others are just booking.
I guess we'll attack the ones around me so they don't.
Oh, wait, are there any of them who aren't running away?
Not so far.
Okay, yeah, then the Gilded will just chill.
Who do you want to hit, Arwell?
Will they attack me if I?
They seem to be quite panicked with their leader getting pushed off into the lava, so you think not, but you can hold your action if you want.
Yeah, I'll hold my action. If they try to attack me, I'll smush them.
Okay. Vane, did you want to do anything? It's your turn now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a little grapple.
All right. Go for it. Grapple one of them. So that is it's strength again. Let me just look it up.
It's athletics against athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, basically it's something like that. I do the athletics check.
I have to. One of my players loves grabbing things. They took the expert grappler feat.
Did they? Thank you, because I
They
never
took-
use it.
They took Tavern Brawler, so I have to know.
There you go.
That's what it was called.
So against acrobatics, right?
Yeah.
The enemy gets a choice.
Ooh, wow. Good for him.
Oop.
He
Ah,
won the
lucky.
spin. He tied the spin, which is good enough for him to win. So you do not grapple him. And he kind of takes off down the road. Vermont, are you... I assume you have any bonus action or anything? Otherwise, it's the end of your turn, probably. Or you could run after him if you're really,
Vane, you mean?
Vane, yes.
No.
Yeah.
I'll let him go.
All right. Vormop, are you good with letting these guys go?
Yeah, but can I move? Do I have movement for this turn?
Yeah, no,
you
it's
can
your
move
full
somewhere.
turn.
It's your full turn.
Okay.
Go for it. What do you want to do?
The enemy's just kind of running away, so...
So,
No one's doing much.
can I make my bonus action during my movement?
Yeah,
Yes,
you can
play
intermix
your
it.
movement.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if I run like 10 feet to my right and then hop onto the bridge behind everyone
Sure.
and then finish out my action running up, all right. So,
What
Well,
are you
dude.
doing?
trust me.
I'm just intensely curious now. We've won the
Yeah.
day, and you're
Can I-
like, I gotta run up the bridge. It's gonna be sick,
Can
I
I make
swear.
it to him? Can I make it to the guy in my one turn?
The
You'd have to
Grong?
use. It's like 50 feet to do all that. So you'd have to use your bonus. You'd have to use your action, your regular movement plus your bonus or something.
You gotta
Because you
make
can
a
move
back.
on your bonus, right? Most thieves can.
Yeah.
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 That they all can. It's one of their main things.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have that 15-foot jump was my bonus action, I think.
It is.
Why
you don't
are
have
you
to-
using that? You can take a 30-foot move.
Yeah, you
on
can.
your
You,
bonus?
you can. You
Let's
don't have to
just
jump.
walk
You can just go there and then do the rest of it.
All right, so
I'll let you get
30.
there.
All right, cool. And I can't talk to the little man?
You
Yeah,
cannot.
he
that's
does
He's
not
just,
understand you.
he's
I'm
just
the only
tied up
person
and
who can
bound.
understand him.
But that's the end of my turn, right?
I think you still have an action,
Yeah,
or
you can do your
um,
action.
Can I could I pat him down and see if he has anything valuable that I can steal?
I love
Sure.
how your first thought is, can I rob this poison frog man?
I'm a pirate. That's my whole shtick.
I mean, you know what? Good for you. I hope you don't get
Look, I'm sticking to
poisoned.
the script. All right.
You can spin a whatchamacallit. I mean, he doesn't
Can I
look
do
like
it
he's
by
anything
hand?
on him, but if you want to do like a perception check as you pat him down or something,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Let's do a perception check and just like pat him down and see if he has anything. Make it look like I'm doing like a police pat down, but
Sure.
secretly look for valuable stuff.
Sure, go for it. 21.
Okay.
You do a very good job on it, but he seems to have nothing on him. Whatever these
No.
plant people did, they took everything off of him.
They
Alright.
seem to have robbed him before you could, sadly.
Well, that's not my turn.
All right. The rest of these guys, they're taking off. So I think it sounds like that's the
That's the end of that.
that's the end of that. Let me do that
How
and
these not color map?
do that and
Man, that was me.
Rob him.
that's all good.
No, I'm just cracking up over it.
Hey man, gotta make a buck.
Hey,
man.
and the hustle's real, yeah. I guess.
You gotta make a buck. All right.
See, I
So you
raced ahead
have-
of y'all, so y'all want to see.
You have this tied up frog person.
I walk over to him and I'm like, "Hey, where are you? Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?" That's what I start open with, I guess.
The little frog
Small.
just kind of croaks in his own language.
Oh no, I can understand him. I still have tongues up.
No, I know you can. I'm just you know he's speaking whatever his language is. That's what everyone else hears, but you can speak
Oh,
to him,
gotcha.
absolutely. He says, "Oh, thank you so much for saving me.
Oh, you're
Um,
welcome.
If you
What did
if you
they
take
say?
me if you take me back to my chief, I'm sure he will shower you with gold back at my father's shrine." He's like, I am the beloved 180th son of the chieftain, Yorb.
Oh, no such niceties are required. A good deed done in and of itself is all I need to feel good.
What did he
And I
say?
offer to take the gold.
You don't know what he's saying. I'm the only person who can understand him.
What did the frog say?
He just said that he's the 180th son of the chieftain. Hey, didn't we just meet a frog chief?
Yeah, at
Did we?
the temple.
Yeah, we
There
were
was-
trying to speak with your dog. Dog.
Your dog.
There
What
were
if
a
you
lot of,
dog?
there were a lot of frogs
Your
there.
father
Like,
the other day, actually. Would you mind introducing us to him?
Absolutely, absolutely. Anything for you great warriors who saved me from those crazy veggie pygmies.
And it's no problem at all. So I think we're gonna go do that, but I'll probably have to recast tongue because I assume it takes more than an hour to travel to.
That's a good question.
back.
Let's see how far it is. It's, I mean, probably. What is that from
Ooh,
here?
ouch. That's not good.
As the crow flies, it's like 2,000 feet. If you gotta go around stuff and stuff, so it's probably a little longer than that. But yeah, I'll do. You go there, you go there, and there, and there, and there. Yeah, more like 3,000 feet. So it'll take a little bit. You gotta go carefully and stuff. I'll say it probably will take the hour. Yes.
Okay. So by the time we get there, I'll probably have to cast tongues again just to keep it up. But
Okay. So you guys gonna head off in that direction to?
I
Yeah.
feel like we should see if there's any way to get to that temple from here. Do a little check.
I mean, I guess, but we got to take this dude back to his dad.
It
The
just
beloved
looks like a
180th
clearing.
son.
You don't see any. No
Invisible bridges or
visible way to
whatnot.
get-
no halo bridges or anything like that. No.
I'll throw a rock to like see in the direction of the temple to see if there is an invisible bridge.
Okay, you go in the Indiana Jones route. No worries. Nope, no invisible bridge. You see the rock go bloop, into the lava.
Shoot. All right.
All right.
I think we're done here.
Yeah, I think so too. Mhm.
All right. So you're gonna take this dude back to Meeple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm,
Sorry, I play too many board games, so to me, I just keep seeing the word Meeple, even though it's, you know. All right. So
Yeah.
this is sure. Fudge. 1 second here. There we go. So let's go here. And I just want to make sure your characters aren't on here anymore. Oh, actually, they are still on here. Great. I can just get rid of him. Sorry, I'm rearranging things a bit. So we'll do that. We'll do... I need Vane. And I need warm-up. And... I should probably get the translator on here. There's also a translator guy, like a historian that you guys found, who kind of
Yeah.
tells you what's going on. So that's,
He's the guy who reads Old Omuin for us.
he does.
So now we have Ray to do that in the temple.
I can do that. For a
All
little
right,
bit,
all
yeah.
right. This
No,
should,
I don't want to get rid of him just yet, you know?
this should work. I'll invisible this dude.
I'd feel bad.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh
5.
yeah,
There
just
you
let
go.
me consume. I need to make sure I just consume that other spell slot to cast it again.
Sure thing.
There we go.
Okay. So you get to the temple. You see here. I'll just kind of re-describe it since we have some new folks. You see monoliths around this temple are adorned with prancing frog-like figures that rise from the swamp. Beyond, a ruined edifice shaped like arrowheads squats in the muddy water. You see bushes and trees growing from its roof. At the pointed front of the building, steps ascend to a stone door caked in slime. Right? So, in front of the door, all around it, you see more of these frog-like creatures, right? One of which is Chief. Gilded, you know him as Chief Yorb. And I'll put his picture in Discord once I take a copy of it. Come on. Pretty please. There we go. 1 and 2. And there he is. He's there with a number of his warriors. They have a couple of small dinosaurs they use as mounts that are also around. And as you come forward with the chief's son, the chief kind of holds his hands out to have everyone, not fire anything. The frog kind of moves forward. Where is the chief? 1 second here. Well, one of these is the chief. It looks like it is probably this guy here in front. Well, if not, it is now. And they kind of talk a bit. You get the idea, Gilded, that even though this frog is the 180th son of the king, he really didn't notice that this guy was missing because he had at least 179 others floating around somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But certainly he explains to the chief what happened. tells him how you guys rescued him from the pygmies, and the chief, you know, looks at you guys and talks to, especially you, Gilda, because obviously you can understand him, and says, well, thank you for rescuing my son, and it seems like more out of obligation than anything else, right? Because it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
he is kind of my son. I do have a lot of sons, but okay, you did me a solid here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so the doors to the shrine they're open.
Mhm.
You can certainly go in if you want.
Hold on.
Y'all ready for another one?
Yes. So,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
all right.
Should I check for traps?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Once we get
Let's
in.
check
Yeah.
for traps.
Uh, all right. Yeah. Can I have
Perception.
perception? Should I move or?
19.
You're just gonna
I
check the steps
technically.
up to the doors and
I was just
everything.
gonna walk up the steps to the doors and just look inside the doors for traps.
It looks fine. Looks good to you.
Oh, looks like there's
Hmm.
treasure in here.
Treasure.
As
Yeah.
you go in, you see that
Ooh.
there's torches light that sheds light over all the rooms, and they're filled with treasure. There are chest heaps with coins. There is strings of pearls, pieces of armor. Set into the floor in front of another double door is a mosaic depicting a frog-like humanoid beating a leopard that has snakes emerging from its shoulders. There are cuneiform inscriptions are woven above and below the combatants.
Oh, it's the legend. It's when the frog god stole the spear from the other dude. No, where's the legend? Let me pull that up.
Yes, the legend.
The
May
legend of
have
the
to
nine gods.
fill you in on that at some point. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So it will be in Discord in this channel somewhere. But basically, I mentioned earlier when we were first explaining this that there are 9 gods of Omu. Well, I'll step back. There was the god of Omu, which was Ubatu, and he was the god of the city. In time, the people kind of became, we'll say, more evil, or at least more greedy in their ways, however you want to look at it. And their god, Ubatu, turned their back on the city and left. In their place was these 9 other gods that came into the city, one for each of these citadels. And there's a legend, which is quite long, but in Discord, about how these different gods interacted with each other. And what the group has found out is that story. There are things in these temples that relate to that story from time to time.
Wow.
Typically containing the solution to a puzzle, which may or may not give us the cube we need.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I see. So it's a hint.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So you see that uh, above there's one above the mosaic which you can read, and it says it says Nang Nang teaches us to serve only ourselves.
Mm.
Mhm. To
Mm.
serve only ourselves.
Probably something to do with greed.
There's all this stuff in here.
Greed,
There are
Let
doors in
avarice.
the room. The doors are locked. You see no keyhole. You see no handle.
So they've been coming in here a lot, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that there's probably no or minimal traps in this room then. Hmm.
Makes
What is
sense.
around here?
There's all this treasure.
Above the door, you see another inscription, which says. Also, Ray can translate. I'm going to assume, Ray, you're just going to translate all this stuff. You don't need the interpreter.
I can also translate the writing.
Okay.
If need be.
It just saves me from worrying about another NPC on the board.
Yes.
It says, and he's probably going to die at some point anyway. Whoever among you is the richest, bring me your gifts.
Ooh.
Whoever among you is the richest, bring me your gifts.
I guess that'd be investigation and not perception. But what's like the most expensive thing in here? That'd be investigation, right? To appraise the value of this stuff.
Sure.
I like that line of thinking. That's pretty decent.
What do I find? What do I think is the most
I
valuable?
will myself make one of those checks equally poorly.
I mean, you guys are picking up all kinds of odd things. Like, this looks like it's like $1 million.
Hold on, fellas. Are you sure you want to deal with this?
I don't know. What do you know about any of this?
What do I know about any
I'll
of
move
this?
some of you guys into the artist closer.
Why should I trust you?
Why?
Let's find out.
Why should you trust me? Man, if I could just waste a spell slot on this. So...
You said there's no like locks or keys, right? Can we just make sure the door's not open first and we're not standing around doing something stupid?
The door is locked. There is no keyhole. There is no...
Okay, I just want to make sure it is in fact locked before we're like standing around here being like,
It is in fact locked.
That's good. That's important.
Chief Orb has no idea what's on the other side of the doors. They've never been able to open them.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, first let's find an object of some value. I will... investigation, you said?
Sure.
First, let's find an object of some value. Crit success.
Oh, well, you find like this really fine jewel that is... I mean, you might as well just leave now and go home and, live like a king for the rest of your life. It is absolutely a gorgeous jewel that would be... You can't imagine how much it would be worth. Keep you all in gold forever.
All right. Well, I think we found something of value here, haven't we?
It seems like it. So I assume we offer it to the door.
Okay. Let's try it first, and if that doesn't work, I have a trick up my sleeve.
Gotcha.
So what is everyone else doing?
Can I attempt to lockpick the door, possibly? Or
there's
no lock?
No lock.
There's no lock.
Could I possibly get away with stealing some things?
You can attempt to, I'm sure. Are you trying to take things without us knowing?
Yes.
Or are you just taking things? I mean, you have to roll against... I guess since I'm not looking... Since I'm not actively assuming one of my teammates is trying to steal treasure, it'd be against my passive perception, right?
Well, yep. He can make his
because he's
stealth
trying
check.
to steal it without
his sleight of hand. So, how are you doing this? Go ahead.
Can I like go around a corner and get out of sight and try and do it, or is it only in this corner over here with the little frog dude where the gold is?
No, the gold is everywhere in this chamber. If you want to just kind of wander off while... Are you trying to...
Yeah.
Do you wander off while Sham is trying to open the door? Or when are you doing... When are you trying to sneak away?
I'm wandering off while everyone's like going and searching the jewels and trying to see what to offer, and I kind of sneak off to the left, away from that little frog dude.
Okay.
So, do I move my guy?
Yeah, you can move your guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is the point.
Okay. So let me let me sneak down here out of the sight a little bit and try and steal something from this corner. Should I roll a sleight of hand?
Yeah, sleight of hand will be great.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty good.
Yep. You pick something up. You think it has value. I mean, we'll say you find you're going with something like smaller that's easy for you to pocket, or
Yeah. Some quick,
okay, yeah. I'll say you see some, some gems and some coins in a bag, and you can quickly like put them in your pocket.
Sweet.
Cool.
All right. Well, we have this nice little gemstone here, and we're offering it to the door.
That was my thought.
Well, nice little pedestal right here for me to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You hold up the gem. Nothing happens.
Oh,
Bummer.
I suppose trying to shove more value into the thing wouldn't work, would it?
Yeah. Hindsight.
You can try.
I do have that.
You have distort value?
Maybe.
I love how you're like, yes, the best spells to take into the Tomb of Annihilation. The spells from Acquisitions Incorporated about business.
It was a backstory thing.
I understand, but still.
Listen, if you're gonna have some fun.
Valid.
Listen, I've got other things like suggestion, burning hands, hunger of Hadar. I gotta throw one curveball.
All right, so Sham, what are you doing?
I don't know what to do at the moment. Offering the most valuable thing in the place to the...
Maybe we need to offer more of the stuff in the place.
Yeah, why not?
We
Just throw more
did
stuff
offer
at them.
something pretty valuable. What did the... No, Jesus.
So,
serve only ourselves. Whoever
Hmm.
among you is the richest, bring me your gifts.
I feel like it might be not just like money. Seems kind of cryptic, don't you think?
What do you think it is, then?
They've been more literal than this in the past.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's that
okay.
time a turtle shot lasers at us.
Maybe we could do like a sacrifice. I know that's
Like what
harsh.
kind of
but
sacrifice?
like a frog person sacrifice. Is there?
I don't think that'll work.
That doesn't seem like it would work.
That doesn't vibe with a guy who is in fact a frog person, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the question now becomes which one. Well, whoever is the richest.
Yeah.
Should we get the chief to do the offering? If this is supposedly his hoard.
Maybe.
Do we think the chief would do that though?
On our suggestion, maybe.
Yeah. Do we know like
On our
anyone else in the story?
definitely.
Yeah, why not? Matt, do you want to try and talk to the chief?
Well, I will be taking part in no such trickery, thank you very much.
What's such trickery?
Not
Simply
tricking the
saying
chief
that
into
we are-
doing something he wouldn't want to do otherwise.
Yeah, I don't think we should be trying to piss off the person who's letting us in here.
What do you
That
mean?
doesn't sound like a great idea.
Says he's never been in the back. He might want to know.
Maybe.
We could ask him if
we-
he's been in the if he knows how to get in the back.
He already told you he does not.
He does not.
He
Okay.
told Gilded he does not know how to get past the doors.
So I would have presumed that he already tried that then.
Maybe not.
He. Do you ask him?
Yeah, I'll just ask him what he's done about this riddle. What his thoughts on it are, I guess.
What riddle? He's like,
The one
we threw stones on it, and we pushed against the doors. They don't open.
you can't read Aldo Muin.
I don't know what that means, but no, I can't read Omuin.
The language on the doors about what to.
Ribbit.
You can't read the doors.
Would you like me to read the door again?
I should see it. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic to see if it gives me any insight on the doors. Just ritual cast it.
Sure. You detect magic. You see that
Mm-hmm.
all the treasure in the shrine radiates illusionary magic.
Oh,
Damn.
the treasure's
Oh.
not real.
Oh.
Um,
Hmm.
and you see a aura of divination magic around the doors.
So the door will definitely know if we try and do anything funny.
You mean the
Um,
door's
and
gonna know if we do something
And the
funny?
treasure in here ain't even real, so
So
Can
you're saying the door
I-
would
Healing.
know. You're saying the door would know if someone hypothetically stole something, right?
What I'm saying
yes,
is,
hypothetically,
Door
if
would
somebody
know
stole
if
something, the
somebody
door would
hypothetically stole
know.
something.
Of course,
Well,
none of
no
us
one
are
did that.
stupid enough to steal from these gods,
I
Good
think
so
thing we're
that
all
would
good-hearted
never
people.
happen.
I also think the
And-
illusion magic hypothetically says the treasure in here is not as worth as much as we think.
Yeah, it's probably
It's
not
worth-
even worth anything.
And at best, it's only worth half what you picked up.
Hmm.
can
Does anyone
I
have anything valuable already
use?
on them?
What
Well,
do you want to
there's
use?
We have a couple of gold pieces.
Try that.
Well,
You know it's real.
typically, for these puzzles so far,
Wait, so it says that
the use of the stuff around the shrine has been what's needed.
that to open the door we have to serve ourselves. So what if
Serve
we
only ourselves.
removed treasure from the thing and then offered the biggest one to the door?
Can I use like dispel magic to get rid of like the illusionary effects in the
I
room?
mean, if you want, but I doubt it'll change anything really.
Spell magic works on like a single thing at a time.
That too.
I mean, you can try. It depends. So keep in mind that I'll say that the illusionary, like, depending on the level of illusionary magic that was cast on the thing, you would have to make a saving throw, right? So
Oh,
you
good
If it's
could,
point.
like
you could
wicked,
try, right? But if it's like really strong magic, you'd probably have to spin very high to try and dispel it.
Okay.
Vormop, you hear that the treasure you have stolen is illusionary.
Yes. I decide to throw it back.
Okay.
I decide to replace it and hope no one saw that.
You
And
can make
hope
a sleight of
especially
hand
that
check
the door-
again to see if no one saw it.
Yeah, I'll do a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
sees it. You put it down. It's all good.
Sweet.
All right.
Did we inspect the entire dungeon? Like, did you guys see everywhere we could go? And it's just a door?
more or less.
I'll assume
There's-
that you did, but there's no other doors around. There's just treasure rooms all around. But you're welcome to walk
Yeah.
around.
Okay.
There's plenty of storage in here.
All right.
That's
Yeah, so all just treasure. Okay.
damn, it's all
Right.
Oh
just
man, this
fake
place
treasure.
is larger than I thought it would be.
It's really big and really treasure.
Very
Really
large.
big and really maybe treasure.
Like
Really big and really not treasure.
Yeah.
All right.
Could be treasure. Could not be treasure.
Can I open any of these chests? Or
Sure.
are they also illusionary?
From
Are they also
what you understand from Gilded, it's all illusionary from what he's looked at. But you can open a chest, go for it. You see all kinds
Well,
of
it's all
valuable stuff.
coded in illusionary magic.
Yep.
The stuff, there's probably stuff there. It's just not the stuff you think it is.
Yeah. I'll pass on
That's
that
the
then.
Gilded's understanding.
And just so I understand, no one else has tried doing anything yet, right? Because there's lots of people talking, just making sure I didn't miss anything. I know that Vormop dumped the money he had, but no one else has tried anything yet, correct?
Well,
Correct.
I haven't tried anything, but I did come up with the idea of what if we tried removing some money from the chamber and then offering the most valuable thing to the door.
That could work. I mean,
Yeah.
it
If we
doesn't
if we
hurt.
took the stuff out of the chamber, would the illusion magic wear off, or is there like
Who
a
knows?
area of effect?
Who
Try
knows?
it
I
and
don't know, but
see.
the riddle says we're
Yeah.
supposed to only serve ourselves, so it would make sense that a part of the puzzle is to act in a greedy
Selfish
way.
manner.
Yeah.
So I was on the right track, is what I'm hearing.
Maybe? We have no idea.
Wait, what?
We don't even
You
know
were-
what you did.
You were on the right track. What?
So should we all try and steal some stuff and get out of here? See what happens?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and take a couple coins and walk outside the doorway.
I am going to grab that big crystal.
Once you
That
walk
they had.
outside the doorway with the coins, it turns into like tin or something worthless.
Okay, now try offering the crystal to the thing.
All right. I'll try it again. We've taken some loot. Minimal amount, but some loot.
Okay. Has
And
so
we're
you're
not offering those tin pieces,
okay.
but we are offering whatever this crystal isn't.
Sure. Is anyone else doing anything besides walking out with a couple? Besides Arwell walking out with a couple of gold pieces?
Yeah.
I'm not
No.
doing anything.
No. Okay.
No.
Cool. Doors open.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, neat.
Puzzle cube?
Inside in the middle of the room, there is a stone cube that rests on a pedestal, painted
Is
to
it trapped?
resemble a small humanoid frog.
No, wait, don't go in yet. We need to.
I rush in without thinking.
Okay.
Nice.
And someone grabs it.
I'm not grabbing it.
I am
Oh, I
also
haven't-
not
I haven't
grabbing
done
it.
anything
I rush in
yet.
without thinking, though.
Can I check for traps?
Sure, somebody was doing that, but I thought someone was going to grab it. So, is someone grabbing it or someone checking for traps first?
I got a 14 for checking for traps.
Oh, okay. Seems safe.
Hmm.
Can I double check that?
Sure, go for it.
I understand your paranoia, Arwell. It's not like the last cube that we
Seems safe.
were going for was I don't know.
Yeah,
Pick
for
up the statue.
For context that we don't know, the previous cube that we were that we got, if you touched it, would turn you to stone if you hadn't solved the puzzle first.
Never mind.
Well, it sounds like someone grabbed it. Who grabbed it?
I did.
Okay.
Said never.
You have a puzzle cube.
That's it.
It's in Discord.
All right,
Yep.
guess we got
okay.
it.
You got it.
You got the thing.
Nang nang.
Nice. Cool.
There you go.
Another thing.
Yep.
That seems too easy.
It did seem a little easy.
You don't know the
Yeah.
half of it.
What, you want them all to be hard?
No.
I heard death and
Oh.
destruction from the moment I got here. I was
Oh, I'm
expecting one of us to be dead already.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm disappointing. That's all good.
Don't worry. It can be so much worse. You want to
It's
go
a
check
false
out the Clay
security.
Death Temple? Actually named because it killed someone?
So, is that completed then? The water
You're
temple?
out. You're good.
Elemental? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Leap
what
of
we
the
call
sun.
a mission complete.
You guys are actually up here right now.
Wow.
Um,
Here we are.
So how deep is the water like over here?
I would say where you are right now is around 2 feet deep.
Okay, does it seem like it gets significantly deeper closer to the water temple, or is it like stay like fairly like
Hello?
shallow and like just run out down to the lava?
I would say as you kind of test and go in that direction, it seems to be staying around that 2 foot, give or take, right? Doesn't seem to
Okay.
be getting any deeper, we'll say. And as you look across, you can see the buildings, and the buildings look to be. I mean, you can't tell if underneath if the ground is level, but it all seems to be level as far as you can tell. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, it seems that if we want to, we can get there. Albeit, we'll get a bit wet.
Mhm.
The situation I see.
I feel like we should
Sounds
go.
good.
Yeah.
So you're gonna head towards the water temple.
The water temple, yeah.
Okay. You head towards the water temple, and I gotta move you guys around a little bit. Let me go back to here. You see that crocodiles wallow in this muddy lake bed, from which
Yeah.
rises a walled ruin. 2 columns flank the entrance, carved with images of a long-legged bird with a needle-like beak. At the building's front, slimy steps ascend to an entry arch.
Seems
Let me
like
try
an
and grab you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the other dude? That's fake Orwell. Who am I missing? He's
Six of us are
wandering here.
on this.
Screw it. I'll just simply delete you all. Oh, there was one underneath the other. That's what the problem was. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to set you all up.
Gotcha. Do we know what kind of animal this is?
It's the Iblis,
Gotcha.
the birdie. It's like a pelican or a stork or something. I have to go take a look at it.
Gotcha. I just wanted to figure out which part of the story this animal is.
Yep, I understand what you're doing. Yep.
Theft from his retired eating like the wounds. He had no one place to his son.
So yeah, there's definitely some crocodiles in the water.
Frog him after turning to
Rip.
Headless. He chased Papazolt into this. Okay, so this guy got chased by the really frog. There's crocodiles here.
Should we try and go around?
I'll just see if I can. Where am I?
I haven't put
See
you
if I can just.
on the map yet. That is around.
I want to see if I can just befriend the crocodiles.
If they understand the language, you may not have
Just
trouble.
like not like because they understand the language. Just animal handling them.
Uh,
We're trying to animal handling crocodiles.
Yeah, I'm local Florida man. Animal handling's the crocodiles. Can I do that? Well, for starters, do the crocodiles have murderous intent? Do they seem like they're trying to kill us?
How many crocodiles are around?
Yeah.
We'll say around 4.
4.
We could so kill them.
We could try.
So wait, what was the picture on the thing?
And this is the bird that got
there's a
chased
bird?
into the marshes by the really frog.
There you
Because
go.
he sent the really frog to fight Ubato or whatever. How many people can I hit with water walk?
So wait, what's
Up to
the
10 willing creatures. I mean, that's my last third level
which
spell
thing in the
slot.
story is the bird?
The bird sent the frog to go fight the god.
No, what's the bird called in the thing?
Eblis.
Oh, Eblis. Okay.
I love that. I'm just like, oh, holy shit! Those are the crocodiles, I assume.
Yeah, you said you were gonna go talk to him, so I moved you a little closer. But if you don't want to talk to him,
Gotcha.
that's fine.
Yeah.
What's that big ass jaguar looking thing?
That's the crocodiles.
They're the crocodiles. There's no crocodile icon that comes with D&D Beyond, and I haven't had time to just pop a crocodile in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, let's take some time to think about this first. Also, I might just hit the old water walking button before I encounter these crocodiles, just to play it safe.
Just tell me what you want to do.
Should we just attack them?
I think it's likely that we're gonna have to end up just fighting the crocodiles.
Yeah.
So I will summon my dude. And
before we fight, so our plan is to fight the crocodiles then before I try and approach them and befriend them.
I mean, they're crocodiles. Are they like?
We could just be friends with them.
Do you think you can stop a hungry crocodile with an animal handling check?
I mean, who said they're hungry?
I'm sure at least one of them is hungry.
I'm insulted. These
I say we let Matt try.
Stereotypes against crocodiles. I'm very hurt.
You're so racist.
So racist against crocodiles.
So what are we doing?
I say we let Matt try and speak fancy words to the crocodiles.
I appreciate your very demeaning way of saying, let's let Matt kill himself talking to crocodiles.
Alright, Matt, we'll see.
I'll send my dude over there with him, and I'll ready an action that if it tries to bite him, that it will just conk the croc.
Okay. You can do that.
And I also ready an action to like queue up a arrow on my bow in case he tries something and I fire up a shot.
Sure.
All right. I'll do that from where I'm standing then.
All right. Gilded, are you still going to go talk to him?
I guess, since everyone's like, yeah, Gilded, just go talk to the crocodiles. Ready's gun. Pulls out their gun. Yeah, go
Safe,
to the crocodile.
Okay.
They don't even look hungry.
They try to eat you.
Ugh.
Let's fight some crocodiles.
Yay.
Just wanted to talk to the crocodiles.
Rolling.
Yeah.
I'll say this one's here.
Get, though.
At least I'm staying in character, alright?
It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who am I missing? I'm missing... I'm missing you.
Oh, whoops.
Sorry, what did you say, Ray?
Why do you think I took the sword value, man? We gotta have some fun sometime.
Valid. I'm glad you're on the same wavelength as I am.
See?
What? My bad. I won't even necessarily start combat. I put on the combat music for this. But maybe I will. But for right now, we'll just go with normal. This should be quick, maybe. So the one crocodile tries to conk you. Arwell, do you want to do your ready action?
Yes.
I'll put on the music. This could take longer. You never know. We'll do this one. That's always my favorite one.
Yeah, this is my favorite one too. 11.
11. No, that misses.
Damn.
Somebody was going to shoot an arrow. Who was shooting the arrow?
I was gonna shoot the arrow.
Fire away.
So
19, that hits. Give me arrow damage, and you're the thief, right? So you get sneak as well, since the gilded is right there.
You get.
I'm sorry, you're the rogue. I call rogues thieves.
First edition, always sneaking up on you.
I'm sorry. That's where I grew up.
Hey, one you know?
Yeah, can I tell you? Yeah, he's dead.
Wow.
Arrow hits into him. He's gone. Crocodile doesn't like this. He's gonna swim towards people. He has to go through the front gate. How far do these guys move? Probably 30 swim. You got it. So let's say there and sure. He can attack the Gilded. He's right in front there. He will try and take a chomp out of the Gilded. A 20. Dirty 20.
Damn. Gilded's really upset. He just wanted to be friends.
You take 6 piercing damage from a crocodile bite. And you are grappled as it holds you in its mouth.
The Gilded takes far more than 6 emotional damage at the crocodile not wanting to be his friend.
Where is the grappling one? I always forget these little teeny icons. They test my eyesight.
1 cringe damage.
Well, anyway, I don't hold this up. So, Gilded, you are actually next. You are grappled.
Shoot, I forget what that does off the top of my head.
So,
stop
what
me
it
from
does
casting spells?
is your speed becomes 0. The condition, that's about it, really. Your speed is 0. He's like kind of holding on to you.
Gotcha.
You can't run away so easily.
Yeah. What do I want to do?
I don't know. But it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll use Sacred Flame on it.
Go for it.
Yeah, it's a DC 15 dex save.
I can't find the grapple. I'm just going to put restrained even though you're really grappled. All right, so DC 15 dex on the croc. Zoop. He got a 17.
Oh, damn. That's it. The
All
Gilded can't bring himself to do anything else.
Vormop, you're up.
I would like to run up to the crocodile and hit him with both my daggers.
Go
And
for
does
it.
that get sneak attack damage?
If
Is
you're...
there someone else? Because I don't think I count anymore now that I'm restrained.
No,
Oh, and does,
you'll be okay. And besides, Fake Arwell is nearby too. I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I hit roll on both of the daggers then?
Go ahead. You tell him.
Well, when you're playing as a rogue, you can dual wield daggers. That is allowed. But the thing is, you only really care when you hit once, because you can only sneak attack once a turn. Technically, you can also sneak attack with an attack of opportunity, but I won't get into that right now. But make your first dagger attack, and if that hits, don't bother making the second dagger attack. A D4 is not that good.
So
as
it's
far
just
as
not
damage
really
goes.
worth it. Okay.
It is worth making 2 attacks to make sure they both hit.
Yeah.
It's just not worth making 2 attacks for the damage.
Okay,
So
so
Vormop,
to
I'll
attack?
move you next to him or something like that. And
Yeah.
16 hits. So do your dagger damage and your sneak attack damage. 8 plus
17.
17. No problem. So Vormos is taking out these crocodiles. So the crocodile's dead and the Gilded is whoops, my bad. Sorry, Gilded, I accidentally took you out of combat. Where
Hey, you
were
found
you?
the grapple condition.
I gotta move you up in the thing. Let me spin and I'll put you back where you belong.
This is 19, I think.
Yeah, I think he was. Was he first? Yeah, he was first.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
no
there were
problem.
2 crocodiles before him, but they're dead now.
You see there's some other ones swimming in the water. You see one coming from the west over here. And there's another one over here from the east that you kind of see in between the cracks of the building coming towards you. Ardwell, you are up.
All right. Where's he at?
There will be one here and one here.
All right. Weren't there 4 of them?
Well, 2 are dead.
Oh, 2 are dead. Okay.
Unsurprisingly, the rogue does in fact excel at murder
And stealing, don't forget.
and stealing. He also did steal fake treasure and then put it back after learning that it was in fact not real treasure.
No, you don't know that. You didn't see that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That's an
nobody
accusation.
knows though.
That
Nobody
is
knows.
allegedly, I did that.
Allegedly, he stole treasure.
Okay. I'm gonna
As far as any of us know,
here.
he's a very bad thief at stealing.
move my guy over
Yeah.
here. I think I can do that without resummoning. Yeah.
Sure.
And I will punch the man.
Go for
14.
it. 14 will hit.
7 damage.
That's some damage. He's not dead.
I'll hit him again. 9.
9. Let's see here. So 9 and 7 is 16, right? So he's hurt, but he's not dead. He's pretty banged up.
Alright. I am... Yeah, I'm not concerned. So I'll leave him be.
Okay. This crocodile is quite upset at this guy that smacked him, so he's going to try and bite your fake Orwell, your illusionary Orwell, which hits people. He spawned a 17,
That hits him. He's gone.
so your illusionary guy is poofed. And with his move, he's still going to move. Because he's a crocodile. He's pissed off he went through all this. He'll move to there. Sham, you're up.
Oh boy. What are we? Okay. Suppose I'll have to trudge my way over to see through the front gate. Huh. There appears to be a crocodile that is almost dead.
Yep.
Well, now we already know what's happening. Let's cut to the chase.
Eldritch
I'm
Blast.
I'm throwing a rock at it. No.
Go for it.
I could do that. No, it's blast. I don't know. I am pretty adept at throwing rocks.
He's dead.
Cool.
You good?
Yeah. I think we're pretty good.
Love the hesitancy in your voice there. Am I good? Have
Yeah,
I
we're
done
good.
enough?
I think we are in fact good.
Another crocodile comes up towards you. He uses his full move to get that far, so he does not attack. Vane, you're up.
Okay, cool. I will run up towards the crocodile. Can I use... I'm trying to think about it. Not Thunderous. Can I use Searing Smite as a bonus action?
It is a bonus action, as a matter
Okay.
of fact, so you
Cool.
can.
I'm going to put it on my mace
Mhm.
and
Yep.
attack with my mace.
All right, I'll move you next to the dude. Could you burn your spell slot? So if you click on the icon next to it, it will say basically you want to cast this, and you say yes, and then I'll
It
say
tracks
it.
the spell slot is used.
Where?
Under
In
spell
your
book,
spell
probably.
book.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the fourth one over right underneath where it says armor class. You click
Okay.
spell book, and then you'll see a bunch of spells, and down there somewhere will be searing smite or whatever one you use. Where is it?
Yep.
Is that a second level? No,
I
third
think it's
level.
first, actually.
First level.
First, did I miss it?
And
Yeah, probably.
Oh, there it is. Searing smite. Yep.
so I click on it, and
Just click on the icon, and something will probably pop up, and
ask you if you want to consume a spell slot.
Yeah, if I click on it, did it do anything? Yeah, it was ask you what spell slot you want to use, and you probably want to use the first level.
Yeah.
Click on the icon of it.
Okay, there we go.
All right, cool. First level spell slot is fine. Yep, there it is. Excellent. All right, spin hit. You guys spin the hit first.
Oh, whoops.
You guys spin your mace to see if you smack them. $14 will hit. Spend damage on your mace, and you can do damage on your searing smite. Okay, that's 10. And then do the smearing smite damage. I'll let you reroll the 1. Still rolled a 1. Okay.
Gotta run.
Target must make a Constitution save. When I fail a save, it takes 1d6. All right, so it's ignited in flames, and it takes 11 damage. Okay, cool. He has to make a Constitution save, though. On the start of its turn. Looks that way. I'll double check. Well, let me give him the 11 damage. So I'll do that. And right, so weapon flares. Turn. He has to make his failed save. He takes the 1d6. On a successful save, the spell ends. Okay. Got it. So he still has to make the save, which is a 13 con. He did make the save, so he actually takes 1 less, and your spell ends, right?
Yep.
You got it. Burp. All right. All right. Start of the next round, and surfacing right here is Mommy Crocodile.
Ooh. Oh, no.
It is larger.
Ah, it's spun shitty. Gilded, you're up.
Well, it seems like I have to actually start trying, which is really unfortunate, because the Gilded just wanted to be friends with the crocodiles.
Maybe you can be friends with the mama crocodile. Just give it a try.
No. No. Let's just see how the dice are going. Oh shit. No, I can't do that unless I wanna... How's everyone looking? Let's see. No one's that hurt, so I don't really have a reason to do that. Yeah, he's hit. I'll just... see if he can make a DC 15 Wisdom save.
This is the Mommy Crocodile?
No, just the regular sized one that's right here.
All right. Wisdom save. Nope, it fails.
Toll the dead.
It is damage. You can do the versatile damage.
Yep, 18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
It is gone. Under the water it goes.
Gotcha. How's everyone else looking? Fine. I'm gonna back up. Also, I'll just move. What's that? I'll just run back like here, just a little past Arwell.
Okay.
Just to not be in the directly next to the Mommy Crocodile.
Yep. Vermont, you're up.
Can I climb on top of one of these like pillars that's on either side of the entrance?
Yeah, you can certainly try. You could do a athletics, say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say it's a little slimy. Yeah, you have a tough time getting up them. Maybe you scramble part of the way, but it's slippery. You can't really get all the way up.
Scramble up and get on the wall instead.
How high is the wall for these things? I'm going to say they're all pretty slimy. You're just kind of struggling to get up there, so you're just kind of sitting down
Okay.
here. Sorry.
All right.
Good idea. I should have had that idea.
Can I then just move back into the entrance?
Sure.
Like against the other pillar? Yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Like there. All right, and then I'll call that my turn.
All right.
Can I ready an attack? Does that make any difference?
Yes. If the enemy comes within your line of sight. Essentially, you set out a condition, and if the enemy fulfills the condition, you can make the attack.
But that would be an action,
Oh, okay.
and you already kind of tried your action to scramble up, so...
Okay,
maybe
then
next time.
that'll be my.
All right.
Okay.
Arwell, you're up.
Okay. Give me a second. Where's the other guy? Oh, there he is. The one up here is dead, right?
Yep, they're all dead except for the big one.
The big one? Oh,
Yeah,
he's a
the
bigger
mother.
one.
Mommy crocodile.
Ah, okay. Okay, yeah, I'll move forward, I'll summon my dude, and I'll have him go right in front of the big guy.
Whoop. 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay. Do your thing.
I'll punch him. Crit! 15 damage. I'll punch him again. Additional 14.
Wow. So 29 damage?
Yeah, that's some good rolls.
That's some ridiculously good rolls. Okay. He's hurt.
Alrighty. I will gauge how difficult he is. I'll wait. I'll wait to see.
Okay.
So that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Sham, you're up.
Don't want to waste my stuff on. Yeah.
Alright. I will. Whoops, that's a bang. Also run towards the entrance. Measure my movement. I'll run straight back here. And just go for a blast. It's long range enough.
All right.
Where is this? 25. Definitely hits.
Yep.
And 23.
23 damage.
No, it's 23 hit.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
So 5. I'm sorry. 5 damage and 23 also hits. Go ahead.
For another 7.
You got it.
No, not quick.
All right. He's a little more hurt. Vane, you're up.
Cool. I'm going to use guiding bolt on it.
Okay. $17 hits. 14.
And I gonna back up.
All right.
That's all.
No worries. Finally, the crocodile. Crocodile's gonna smack at fake Arwell with its tail.
Ah.
And it hits. Takes out fake Arwell. It will then move to real Arwell and try to bite him.
Uh-oh.
15.
Nope.
Ah. Alright. Alright, guys, finish him off. Gilded, you're up.
Just the old wisdom saving throw.
Do it.
Oh, you
He has to make a wisdom saving
I
throw.
know, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for him. I'm just
Yeah,
letting
I
him
put
put
it
the
up
thing in
chat.
thing. Okay, well, I gotta move around my windows too. I'm working on it. Nope. Sorry.
God, bummer.
Anything else?
No, it's just a big crocodile.
Form up, you're up.
I'm gonna run up with my daggers again.
Go for it.
And hit him.
Daggers or arrows,
Alright.
whatever you want to use.
All right, we'll do daggers. Does that hit?
Switching back. Absolutely. 20 hits.
All right. And then, do I also get sneak attack?
Yeah, because Arwell's right next to him, so I'll move you
Sure.
in front of Mr. Croc, and you could do 5 and 18 is 23, right?
Yeah.
He ain't dead, but he's hurt.
Fuck. Can I
You want to
run
dual
towards the
wheel?
entrance?
If you do, he might get a chance to hit you. Because you had to run up to him, hit him with the dagger. If you run away from him now, he'll get a chance to try and bite you. Or tail.
If I use my rabbit hop away, does that?
Oh yeah, if you use rabbit hop, or if you can disengage on your bonus action, then you can get away no problem.
So I don't know if he has the movement if he disengages with the bonus action.
I can disengage with my bonus action.
Yeah, he can. Because he only moves
Um,
5 feet to get to the guy. So
Oh, he did? I just couldn't see him at all from where he
yeah,
started.
he's
so.
fine. He can
Yeah.
disengage and move back. Sure, you can. do
Yeah,
that.
so I'll disengage with my bonus action. Do I need to roll for that?
nope.
No,
you
that's just a...
move away.
Okay, and then I'll just move up here. What did I move? 5 feet?
You can move
there.
additional 25 feet, probably.
Yeah, so I'll just move to the entrance,
Sure,
like somewhere in there, and let y'all figure that out.
that's fine.
And then I'll call that.
Arwell, go smack him.
Yeah, I guess I will smack him.
All right.
Yeah. $14.
All right, he's dead.
Alright.
See, piece of cake. Who said this thing was hard?
That remains to be seen.
All right.
As soon as the encounter lasted longer than one round, I immediately went, this could kill us.
It is not a Steam method.
It is not. There is no Steam method.
There is no Steam method.
no Steam method.
All right. So you guys gonna go up with format and see what's going on?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on, let me get myself over there.
You see a mosaic floor. You see that moss clings to the stonework throughout this hall. The mosaic floor depicts a tall bird using its long, pointy beak to pin a monstrous frog-like creature with tentacles sprouting from its shoulders. Set into the far wall is heavy stone doors.
Also, that 25 was for traps.
Seems safe
You
to
see-
you.
You see
Awesome.
that the mosaic of the bird and frog fighting?
Mm-hmm.
That frog's what we call the really frog.
Oops.
It's the really frog. It's really big and it's really scary and it is definitely full of Quite a lot of hatred.
of hatred and
But if a lot of things like
Prizes, value,
prizes and value and quite a lot of
quite a lot of
hatred.
hatred.
The doors just seem really heavy. They don't seem, but you can tell, locked. It'll probably take two of you to push on it to find out.
That sounds like a trap. I'd like to ritual cast detect magic.
Sure.
Fuck around to find out. That's what I say.
Doesn't seem magical.
Okay, it's not a magic door, guys. We don't have to worry about that.
No, there's been other temples where we had to both open doors. I don't see why this one would
Yeah,
Is
be
there
know.
is there wording over the door
Any text in here?
like the other places?
Any of these?
There's
classic-
just the story that is in Discord about the trickster god Papazotl, the Eblis, the bird, fighting his enemy Kubazan, the frogmoth. But otherwise, no.
All right, just an excerpt from the story.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too exciting. I think we could just push open the doors.
Alrighty then, let's
Who's
go.
gonna-
Open
I'm
the
gonna
doors.
I'm gonna stand to the side in case a bunch of arrows shoot through or something.
What?
Or in case a bunch of lasers shoot through. It could
that
happen.
too.
What happens if you get shot full of lasers?
Who's opening the doors?
I believe Sham.
It seems like it's always the two of us.
Okay,
I will also stand to the side in case arrows shoot through.
fair enough. Paranoia is always good.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. You're a rogue. You can just dodge the arrows.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
The door's open. With great effort. They were pretty heavy, but with two of you together, yeah, no problem.
And
As
we get a
you
hall.
look into the room, you see that a empty pedestal stands in the middle of this chamber. 6 statues face it from the alcoves on the walls. They depict bare-chested humans with heads of different animals. From left to right, the heads resemble those of a lizard, a jaguar, a lobster, a toucan, a bat, and a frog.
You could say it's a rock lobster.
Yeah, it is.
Should we check for traps?
It's in chat.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt.
Huh. Any writing above the statues that I can see?
Give me 1 second.
Any hint as to what will be our riddles 3?
What was
Or
you asking,
riddles.
Ray? I'm sorry.
Any writing visible from here?
I'm saying you're searching. Someone was searching for traps. And you guys are looking around. You see on the pedestal. There is words on the base of the pedestal, which I will.
In Older Moon, I suppose.
I will put into Discord, but it says, comes with sunlight, leaves with night, hides in darkness, does not bite, always joined to its caster, never strays from its master.
Is that written on each of the statues or just one of them?
It is written on the pedestal, which does not have a cube on it.
So it's sunshine, leaves with light, hides in darkness, doesn't. When his caster never strayed from.
Comes with sunshine, lives in night, hides in darkness, does not bite. Was joined to its caster, never strays. So it's a riddle.
Very strange.
Guys, I'm thinking it's a shadow.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe
That does sound like a shadow, but what are our 6 animals?
Nothing.
Bare-chested, different animals. A
A
lizard, a
lizard, a
jaguar, a
jaguar,
lox.
And I
leopard,
assume you
toucan, a
guys
bat,
are in, so I'm
frog.
moving you all in since you're searching
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
can I
Over.
can I check to see if any of the statues are like movable or anything? Or are they all like set in stone?
yeah.
Dun dun. No, the statues do not seem to move.
Okay. Um,
I always hate
I
that
would think
word
it's
seems.
Oh, the word seems is the DM's favorite word.
It is. I agree.
What's my favorite word?
Still,
Seems.
any GM's favorite word is
Oh.
always seems.
Gotcha.
You never commit.
Oh, never commit.
can I investigate the bat statue?
Sure.
Yeah. Do I have to roll for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
You did
Roll
say
what?
investigate, and there does happen to be a skill called
Wait, why?
investigation.
Why
Oh, no
that?
shit.
Why that statue?
Because
Shadow.
it's yeah, the shadow bat seemed the closest. I mean, rolled an
All right.
18.
18. I'm going to say that as you're investigating that particular statue, um, you're kind of going around it and checking it out, and you notice that your hand kind of goes through the wall a little bit behind it, as if it's an illusion. And as you kind of hold the light up to the statue, you can see that you can see the crawlway more clearly from the illusion. So there's actually a crawlway here that you can get behind it. So if you would have held the light up behind that statue, you would have seen the in front of it. You would have seen the crawlway. But this works.
Does
You
someone want
picked the right statue and spun the right investigation. It's all good.
to? Okay, can I investigate the crawler?
Yeah, go ahead down. I think you can move that. So you see the
Oh.
rabbit kind of hop behind the statue and go down.
Oh damn.
It's saying I can't get through.
Oh, it's probably
Oh,
because
it's
it's a
too
tight
small.
space. Let's pull you through. Oh, god damn it. 1 second. There you go. Gotta use DM power.
Oh shit! It's a tiny little room.
Anyone else going in?
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
sure. I'll follow.
Oh, I thought you did, Gilbert. I saw you kind of lining up there.
Yeah.
Anyone
Yeah, that
else?
is a very teeny
Yeah, I'll
tiny
go in.
room.
All right.
I will not scrub the place then.
Does anyone want to check for like magic or something in this room?
Oh yeah, sure. I can ritual cast detect
You
magic.
probably still have it up.
I do sure love ritual. Oh yeah, did I do that in the main room? I think I did. Last time I did it was in a different temple.
No, you did that here. You did that here because you were suspicious of the door.
Well, would that be a different room?
Oh
This
no. A ritual casting detect magic lasts like a while.
Any cast to
Okay.
detect magic lasts 10 minutes.
There you go.
It's just that
Yeah.
ritual casting also technically takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, but at times like this, you got plenty of time to ritual cast detect magic. Save the spell slot. Yeah, I guess I still have it up. Probably. I don't know. Check it for magic, I guess.
You go into the room. You see an empty room, except for a strange grid, which is etched in the far wall of this stone cell. And it
Strange grids.
looks something
grids.
like this in Discord.
Oh boy. What's
Hey,
the new?
grids.
Oh god! What the fuck? I have not the foggiest idea.
Is there a room like with that block layout that you guys have been to?
No, nothing specifically like this. It's just we've had grids before.
Hmm.
They're always a pleasure, you could say. I literally have no idea. Genuinely
neither do
haven't
I.
the foggiest idea what the heck I need to do with that.
Oh, I'm not looking at it. I can't tell you.
Can I take a picture of this with my phone and send it?
What are you
Can we
doing?
cycle through the room so everyone can get a gander at this puzzle?
Yes, everyone has seen it. I assume if Sham, Arwell, as long as you have no objection, you guys can cycle through and see the grid.
Oh,
Oh, that's peculiar, I must say.
No kidding.
Mm. Can we rearrange the grid at all?
No, the blocks does not move.
But non-mosaic.
Well, I assume this has to do with a different room then.
yeah.
Perhaps.
So I
what
will
does it look
happily
like?
go back to the main room and
Look
try and
in
figure out
look in
what the
Discord,
heck.
dude.
Oh, look in Discord. Okay.
You
I
suggested
will
there are other
also
rooms?
look back.
Yeah. I assume this is a hint for later. I will take it at that and then move on.
Yeah, I'll leave the
5,
room as well.
9,
I think that's all we
12,
really got.
15, 17. Ah, shoot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I gave up on that before I started, Mark.
Yeah, I was trying to map it onto the
Don't even. I gave up before I started.
You gave up before you started.
I heard Mark doing something under his breath, and I told him to stop.
I was trying to enter it into the. I was trying to like put the see if like this mapped at all with the previous riddle, but like there's too many like looking at the first line there are like I believe 18 letters.
Yeah,
5,
and I
9.
17.
No, there are 7. Yeah, there are 17 letters, but there's 18 tiles. So,
it would not work.
What if we do it anyway?
Yeah, what if like each tile is a different letter?
What if?
Uh,
No.
Because like those first two tiles would be like CO.
So COSIN.
And
Because
sign?
if we put the first line in the first line of the tile, wait, how many? Yeah, there are 7. We know there are more than 7 lines. So there are 6 lines in the puzzle, and there are 7
7
lines in
lines.
the tiles.
Yeah. Maybe it has to do with
Oh,
the
good.
no, because there's 6 statues. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
CO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sunshine. E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I.
can I go back to the main room and investigate the other statues?
Sure.
N. D.
Ugh,
A.
What?
Donkey
I.
Kong.
N. D-A-R-K.
You can do a investigation check. Go for it.
Yeah. Jesus.
They seem like statues.
Oh, that's helpful.
Sorry, it's a 5. What am I going to say? You don't see
I
anything.
can't believe I rolled a 5.
You actually rolled a 2. You got a +3 onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as you can tell, there's statues. You don't see any other secret passages or anything like that behind it.
Hmm.
Yeah, just so I can like look at the main room. Can you take me back? Just because I
Absolutely.
sure ain't looking at anything over here.
Fair enough.
Well, so this is obviously the cube's in there. Obviously, you know, and the statues don't move. We've got whatever that is. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6, 7 by what?
15.
7 by 18.
15?
18.
18? What's that multiplied out?
Too much.
Hmm.
There's no
And
college
by
students with a
hold on, wait.
calculator. What?
And
18 and
by
7?
I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
I'm sorry. And by too much, I mean 14 less than 140, so 120.
126.
no,
That's
that doesn't
too
mean
many
anything.
tiles, honestly. And what?
Sadly,
How many
that's
how
not
many letters are in the
9.
riddle?
I don't know. You're the one who was counting that.
Oh, great. I have to tally this up. 5,
You're the one who's.
4,
It's your
8,
idea to tally the letters.
6, 4,
No, I. That's what you'll be
5,
throwing me under the bus.
5, 2, 8, 4, 3, 4, 6, 6, 2, 3,
The number's gone too far.
6,
Numbers have in fact
5,
gone too far.
6, 4,
Honestly, I
3,
think it's the alphabets that are overextending, but you know.
6. Yeah, there's only 105 letters in the thing.
No good.
That's no good.
Very strange.
Hmm.
6.
Ugh.
I assume this hint has to do with this temple, right?
Yeah, we've never gotten cross temple hints.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These have to have something to do with each other.
I will agree. It's the only two pieces of information in the temple, it seems.
I feel like I'm playing Myst.
I feel like we shouldn't have to be feeling that.
Hmm.
I
I'm just
don't
like
know.
trying to think about this. Like, it can't be this hard. We're definitely just overthinking it, right?
Similarly, I don't have the brain power to think about this one right now.
No, because it's 7 and 18, you said?
With
Yeah, 126.
MES.
So, like, none of them are 8
UITH.
because tentacles like an octopus, and none of them are 9 because it's 9 gods.
SUNSHINE.
And there's no tiles like this elsewhere in the temple.
LUAV.
So clearly it's not taking us
ES.
somewhere.
WITH.
I don't think there's a pattern to them.
NIG.
Not that I can tell, at least.
No discernible. Not
H-
No
until
discernible
ID.
pattern. So it's gotta be something else. You know?
I'll agree on that one.
And the bird was a
WITH.
task manager at the very least.
NIGHT.
That is actually a good reminder.
HIDE.
We didn't get any message of the sort of other dungeons, have we?
DAR.
We didn't
K.
find any script that's similar to the other dungeons, right?
Yeah.
NE.
Why would that be?
KNE.
Where,
I don't know.
S.
was there any Old Moon script in the room with the grid?
D.
Hmm?
Was there any script in there?
S.
In the other room? No.
NOT.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
VITE.
And there's none in this room.
Wait, did
and
we transpose just the letters over it?
We are doing that.
SS.
Mark's doing that right now.
Okay. Let's wait for him to finish that. I mean,
Please
try to
don't wait for me to finish that. This is very no. KNESS.
Can I try and investigate the toucan statue?
Sure.
Any particular reason for the toucan, or just for fun?
I did the toucan because there's a bird. Like
Ah.
ALWAYS. It looks like it's going somewhere.
What do you mean?
When you like, okay, so don't, instead of worrying about the lines, if you just start the next, like, if you like just like, even if you have extra spaces in the line on the board, if you just start the next line and the next thing, I have letters that look suspiciously like a word so far.
I love the way you're saying that. It looks suspiciously like a word.
CASTERAYS. FROMITSMASTER. Wait, the letters in there do match up to the thing. I've miscounted. What?
Huh?
How many letters did you think it was?
That's.
Cover
Cover
eyes.
eye.
Oh, is that what that? Oh.
I guess we gotta do what the statue says. Guess we gotta cover our eyes.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. The Gilded just puts his hands over his eyes.
Okay.
As does Warmop.
I'll do that too.
I'll follow suit.
So you cover all your eyes?
Yeah.
Nothing seems to happen. You don't hear anything, and one of you peeks, and nope.
Can I try to grab for the pedestal with my eyes closed while everyone else also has their eyes closed?
Sure. Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Hey guys, just a stupid thought after we did that. What if it was not us who needed to close our eyes, but the statues?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, the statues have eyes?
Yeah, they're people with animal heads.
Oh yeah, one of them was a bat. Oh, they're all people with animal heads. Okay.
Well, we only
It is
got
not-
5 people.
Well,
Caldwell,
let's.
do you want to get your familiar and cover all the eyes? All 6 of them?
I don't know if that will
I
work
mean, we
because
could just like
it's partly
fashion
see-through, but
like cloth or something to put over it. I'm sure. I'm sure we have like some cloth scraps or something.
let's try just covering their eyes.
I guess. Can't hurt.
Yeah. I'll cover the bat's eyes.
We can just all take one, and it'll sort itself out. I'm sure. We all take one.
Okay. So, you all take one statue and you find some, I guess, cloth or something to do
Yeah,
the
something or
eyes of
other.
the remaining statue. And the pedestal grinds, and you have a puzzle cube there.
That's stupid as
Nice.
fuck.
That is stupid as fuck.
I don't know what this has to do with the bird.
How did y'all figure out cover eyes?
You just put the
Um,
letters up against the
So if you take the letters from the riddle from before, and you place each letter into a tile
In order of appearance.
in order of appearance in the thing, the dark tiles are COVEREYES.
Cover
Yes.
eyes.
Oh.
That's dumb as fuck.
I give it like a 4 out of 10.
It kept you busy
So-
for 20 minutes.
The fact
it
that
did.
that
It put us-
crackpot shit worked.
I was like, is this like the thank you door 2.0?
Thank you, door.
The
No,
please
please.
door.
The please door. God, I forget whose YouTube video that is.
It's
some-
XP to level 3.
There we go. In an XP to level 3 video, he talks about how for his players one time, he made a puzzle where they had to say please to the door to open it up so they could get in. It
Yeah,
took them how many hours?
There was like a small little thing that said be nice to the door, and like if you like asked to be let in without saying please, like a disembodied hand would come and slap you, and the only thing that you had to do was say please to the door, just the word please, and it took them like over an hour.
Jesus.
Them a very long time, which turns out to make a good YouTube video.
Okay. Well, it's getting close to 11. That's probably a pretty good place to stop. See, this place isn't that deadly. No one died. It's okay.
Those are
Definitely overhyping that.
those are by far the least deadly freaking
Puzzles.
temples that we've had so far.
Yeah,
And it's not even close.
not even by a long shot. To be clear, I did not overhype it. You guys just got unlucky or lucky. Take your pick.
I say next time we do the Death Temple. Give us a real taste of what's going on.
Absolutely. You guys want to go to the really frog
Wait,
temple
but-
or the
wait-
death temple?
wait,
the
but we
clay
haven't-
death temple?
We haven't even checked out the volcano temple.
Yeah, well, we haven't figured
Well,
out
we
how to
don't- we
get
don't know
there
how to
yet,
get
and they
there.
want some death and destruction.
I won't.
They want some carnage. They want to let the bodies hit the floor.
real action.
And I'm happy to sacrifice them to the clay death temple if they want some death.
Well, you have the frog temple, the death temple, and whatever's at the volcano thing that you
Minute?
wanted to check out. So,
Mm-hmm. I'm sure
Alright,
it'll
then.
only get worse from here.
yeah, no worries.
Be optimistic, Matt.
All
We
right.
haven't even gotten to the titular Temple of Annihilation yet. Don't worry, guys.
Let's just go to
Do we even know where it is?
Somewhere around here, presumably.
Somewhere around here.
We'll figure
Do
it
you
out when we
know?
get there.
Uh,
No,
I don't think
so.
we do.
We know that the puzzle cubes opens it.
That's
it.
I'd assume it's the giant circle on the map. That seems foreboding, you know?
Yeah, it
That's
could be.
fair.
We haven't really gone in
We
there
haven't-
due to
Yeah,
the
we haven't gone in.
foreboding.
We haven't gone into the giant circle. We went to the temple that is over here. We specifically avoided going in there because that's where the giant teleporting T-Rex appeared, and we just like scooched along the side over here of the cliff to get
Yes,
to over here.
that explains the Velociraptor picture in Discord. Okay.
Yeah, that's the King of Feathers.
Okay, the one with the giant horn. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Hmm.
That's the teleporting dinosaur.
I'll I'll let you review your review Discord to see if you can figure out where the temple or the tomb might be.
Oh, okay. So we already learned where it is, apparently.
Maybe.
I think we are good for today then.
I think we are as well. So next week there should be no reason to hold me up. Next week is, let me think,
13th.
13th. I should be fine. My brother-in-law will be here, but my wife can keep her brother occupied while I fiddle with you guys for 3 hours. So yeah, should be no problem. If something changes, I'll let y'all know. But otherwise, we should be good next week around 8 o'clock. Hopefully, you guys had fun. To the new people, and I'll try and kill more of you next time. Sorry, sorry if I disappointed.
No, that was a great first time. That was amazing. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Awesome. Have a good week. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Have a good one.
Bye.
Toodles.
Yeah.